Hello people, another Astra video. In this one we're going to attempt to start quite a big job. Now hopefully I'll have enough wire to finish it. If not, this will take a couple of days, maybe have to come back to it, but I'll let you know. And what it is we are going to replace these and the surround. So we have this, which you can see has the electric seats to get them working. So the plan is we put the missing wires in from here to the seats. Now if you are lucky enough to have the wiring to the seats but not here to the seat, there's a junction box just down in there. I think it's called the X1 connection, and I'm not 100% sure. I think it's pins 46 and 7 maybe, or 45 and 46. You can look it up anyway, and that's where you need to wire it into. But because I don't have any of the wiring, I'm basically going to go from here through all of that to the chairs. There's also a wire from each chair that needs to go into the rear electrical centre, which I showed you how to fit in my previous video. I'm hoping I've got enough wire all through, but for first things first, I'm going to take the dash apart and put the wiring in for the switches at least, and run them. At least that bit's done, and then hopefully I'll have enough wire to run the wires to the back and it'll be done. So anyway, I won't be able to record me taking all this apart because you've probably seen it before with loads of other people, so I will be back in a bit. Alright, quick update. All the chaos has been ensued, and I have connected up the new one, and you see, as does work. Lock still works. Most importantly, look, these show up as powered. So what you need to do is add the wiring. It's only 2 wires, and then run it to where it needs to go, and everything should be fine. Now the wiring you need to add are, let me just find the right wires. There they are, and that one. Well, these actually came out of another car. You get different colours or whatever. Anyway, one goes to pin 3 and I believe the other is pin 9. I will verify that in a moment once I've fitted them, and then we'll go ahead and test them using the voltmeter, make sure that they're working, and then I'll start to run the wiring. So stay with me and I will be back in a moment. Right, just a little side note for those doing this themselves. To get the block out so you can add the new wires, a tiny little, if you can see it, that little lip there, if you put a screwdriver in and pull it back, it just releases. You just pull it out and off it comes. So, right, here's the pins. Here's the, get the thing in shot, would be good, wouldn't it? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Right, as you see, it goes from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we need to put in pin 3 and 9. So obviously the third one along and the last one. So if I go ahead and do that, and where have I put them? That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Losing the wires, there they are. Right. And these are very simple. You just press the connectors into the holes, they click in, and you're done. So I'll go and do that and be back. Alright people, I'm back and I've put the wiring in, got my voltmeter there, and we're going to test to see which one's which and if it works. Now I gather that obviously the different settings make it hotter and hotter or colder depending on what you do. So what I was thinking was, if I connect up the voltmeter, I've connected the other end to the ground to a stereo, just so an easy one. this is going to be a problem. Right, 1 minute, I'm just going to extend their wires a bit. Hi guys, I don't quite know what happened there, but for some reason the camera decided to stop recording. But hey ho. Anyway, I didn't realise until after the dash had been put back together. So basically I've wired in the 2 switches, as I said in the previous video, pin 3 and 9. It looks like pin 3 is passenger side, pin 9 is driver's side. I've run wires down through here, and they've coming out here, and they're going to go either side of the chair. I'm going to try and show you how to check the voltage, make sure that it's working, but we'll see if that actually happens. If I can find my keys, it'd be a good start, wouldn't it? So, right, this is just to make sure that they're on. So, turn the fan off. Find me. Don't want a YouTube strike, do we? Yeah, that shouldn't be good. Right, now, is there going to be anything? Yes, there is. Let's see if I can. Hold on, let me just lengthen the wire. Won't be a sec. Right, as you can see, I've wired it in. The buttons are off at the moment, and you get a reading of just under 12 volts. So, from what I can gather, people might correct me because I'm not 100% sure, but under the seats you have 3 wires. A live that goes to the rear electrical centre, a ground that goes to ground, and the signal wire. Now, I presume the signal wire, which is this one, when the seat reads 12 volts, it doesn't do anything. But then as you press the button, you'll see what happens, and obviously it reads the different voltages and does different things. So just so let's see if we can figure out which one I've got wired in to the thing. So we press it once. Yeah, it's gone down a volt. Twice, gone down to 6 volts. And it goes right down to 1.1 volt. So that obviously is how it works. So for that, that bit's done. I've now just got to run the wiring to the back, which I will show you where it goes and what pins you need to add. So I will see you in a bit. Bye for now. So hello people, I'm back. I'm now in the boot and the rear electrical centre. To add the heated seats, you have to make sure you have the right rear electrical centre. It has the right connections, and what they are is you have relay needs to go in here. You have to check if the pins are there. If not, you can add a new one. They also have 2, I don't know if you can see them, but 2 fuses. Now they're supposed to be 15 each. I'll put a 30 in because I didn't realise, but I'm going to change them out. So you need 2 15-inch 15 amp fuses and a relay. And that's the kind of, where is it? There we go. That's the kind of relay. I've taken it out of the old one at the top. It's the same kind. Just put those in. You know, people know how to fit a relay, don't they? So if not, you shouldn't be doing this. Right, the other, what you need to add is in here. You take this out, and I've already added them, but you need to add these 2 pins here, one there, one there. I don't know the orientation of them yet, but I'm going to test that and find out which one's which, because obviously one's left, one's right. And you just, I haven't done it yet, but there's the wires I've got to connect up and run to the front. This is where the power comes for the heated seats. You will then, once you've installed, you'll have to go into the REC on Opcom to turn it on. Otherwise it's no power until then. So I'm going to do one to start with, and then make sure that works, and then do the other one, being the fact I'm not sure how much wire I'm going to need. So anyway, I will get on with that, and I'll be back soon. A quick update. I've done a continuity test, and basically that is left and the one next to it is right. So you have to obviously wire them up the right way around. So anyway, back to the job. A bit more info. This is the under seat connector that I took from, well, it actually came with the seats that when I bought them. And what you're interested in is just the middle one, that middle set there. The others can all be chucked to. Well, what you've got, if you can get it to zoom in, right, you've only got 3, one on top left as you're looking from the back, bottom left and bottom right. Top left is power from the rear electrical centre, which we will be doing once I have the wire. Bottom left is the signal from the switches we've just fitted, and obviously bottom right is the ground. So once I have the wiring, I will show you the pinouts again. As you see on the other side there. Oh, no, you can't really see them, can you? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, and they should correspond with what's on the seat anyway. What you just got to remember is that the thinnest wire is the wire going to the front console. Those two are just ground and power. So, yeah. So for now, that's all we can do. So I will catch you guys once I have the wire. Bye bye for now. Right guys, I've now run most of the wiring. Just need to run that one to the back. But I'm to the point where I can fit the wiring to the electric seat. Now I think I mentioned in another video, or the other part of the video, that you need to take out the 3 in the centre. And this one, it's the black, brown and black and yellow. And kind of need to put them into the loom one, the car one, and then obviously wire them up to the wires I've run there. And lo and behold, if all went well, it should work and all be good. Well, I will quickly discuss something about taking the wires out, which I forgot to do in the last one. Alright, as you see, you take these out, you have this grey thing. Now this grey thing holds the wires in place, kind of. You need to have the key set, you know, the ones with little pokey things that you can take wires out with, but they won't work unless you slide this grey bit over. It only goes over like a couple of mil, but it's enough to release the wires. Now if I just pause it for a minute and get that sorted, I'll show you what I mean. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've slid the grey bit out, and now I can use my key, I don't know what you call them, terminal keys. And everyone knows how they work. You just stick them in the holes either side. They squeeze the terminal together and you just pull it out the back. Now, I don't think I can actually show that, but hold on, I might be able to. Right, I'll stop it for a minute. Welcome back to another professional video by me. Anyway, I had to quickly check, but as you can see, you literally just slide them in and you make sure that the grey thing is clipped down, and now they won't come out. Now, I find it best that you snake it through this stuff, because obviously it'll make it the right length for when you adjust the chairs as well. But I found when I did the driver's chair that you couldn't get under the carpet unless you took out all of the central column and all central console and all that stuff. So what I did was basically cable tied it along the top of the carpet under the chair slide and then into the centre console. And that's what I'm going to do with this one. I would let you watch, but it'd be really boring, so I will see you in a bit. Alright, as you can see, I've rebuilt this and run the wires through to here. Now I'm going to connect them up to these, and just for interest, the red one is 12 volt line from the rear electrical centre, blue one is my ground, black one is the signal from the switches in the dashboard. And they correspond to these, which is quite easy to see. As you see, the black one is to the rear electrical centre, the brown one goes to earth, and the black and yellow goes to the signal from the switch. So I'm just going to go and connect those up, feed the wires under the chair, and hopefully you will see me soon and it will be working. See you in a minute. Right, hello everybody, all the wiring is now done, and I thought I'd just like to show you it working. Have a look. This, the temperature gauge, that's for the driver's seat that's not working, not on. If we go to the passenger seat, which is the one I've just fitted, see, it's working. So that's the end of the video. It's taken me a little while to get it sorted, but it's now done. If you have any questions, please put them in a comment. If you'd like to like and subscribe, thank you, it'd be great, and I will catch you next time.